Tell us something that's new and exciting.
Anonymous Club, which is a documentary. A documentary is probably the wrong word. Video diary about Courtney Barnett. And I asked you at the beginning of the show, have you heard any of her stuff at all? Any opinion? Anything?
No opinion at all.
Bueller? Anyone? Bueller? Okay, so Courtney Barnett is a singer-songwriter who is an institution in our house. Albums are sometimes I think and sit. Sometimes I think and sit, and sometimes I just sit. I always get that the wrong way round. It's sometimes I always get that title wrong. I'm just going to look it up now.
Oh, good.
Sometimes I sit and think, and sometimes I just sit. Are there any albums that you do that with that you cannot ever get the order of the words right?
None that spring to mind.
Okay, fine. Tell me how you really feel. And things take time. So I started listening to, I imagine it must have been, child 1 or child 2. Started playing Courtney Barnett's records, loved them, played them in the car. She played at Latitude, and she was fantastic. And anyway, so really great. I don't think that I had seen her interviewed before. And this doc kind of shows why. She says early on, it's like a video diary thing. She says that she got a message from a fan which said, "I absolutely love your music. Please stop doing interviews." And she says she was slightly hurt about it, but she could kind of understand why, because she finds it hard to express herself in interviews, and she's not great at doing them. So instead, what this is it's like an audio-video diary shot while playing with her band, writing, touring, both with the band and solo. And it also has her talking openly, if falteringly, about dealing with depression and anxiety, even in the middle of apparent success. Here's a clip.
Okay. Keep on keeping on, you're not alone. I know it's not completely bad because I'm looking forward to the next day. I have hope for the next day to fix whatever was wrong the day before.
You see, I love her music. I love her songs. And for me, it's the music that matters. It doesn't really matter to me whether or not somebody, can do an interview in which they absolutely, they're full of brilliant things to say. I mean, heaven knows there are enough pop stars who can talk a good interview but then can't record a good album. And there are enough. I always remember people talking about the fact that Robert De Niro is such a brilliant actor, but just in interviews, it was like, why would you do this? Because it's just, it's not going to work. I think the thing with this is, I've always said that a great documentary will make you interested in a subject even if you're not interested in it. I don't think this would. I think if you're a fan, which I am, it's kind of lovely to see this footage of her on stage, and she is brilliant on stage. I mean, she's a real performer. She's really, she just, the way she treats a guitar is just remarkable. It's one brilliant with her banging the guitar on the drums. It's really, really exciting. And then a lot of it is somebody wrestling with insecurity, and we only get flashes of the songs which are where she expresses herself best. And I kind of wanted more of the songs. I kind of happily have just watched the entire solo concert live performance if that were there. So it is definitely only for the fans. If you're not a Courtney Barnett fan, this isn't going to convert you. If you're not a Courtney Barnett fan, the thing that might convert you is actually listening to her albums. But I am a fan, so I watch the whole thing thinking, well, I just think you're a genius, and I actually, it doesn't bother me that you're not the world's greatest interview, because you're just such a fantastic singer-songwriter, and but it's not going to convert any new fans.
Is that a cinema thing?
I imagine it's largely going to be on a small screen.
Okay. Well, now that was a great video, I thought.
I couldn't take my eyes off it.
And neither could they.
Do you think they know that they can keep up to date with all things Kermode and Mayo's take by checking out our social channels?
Well, they do now.
Yes, they do.